acknowledge, but it's basically a lot of the foundation of what our party is and should be are in this room, and I want to express my thanks to all of you. You know, from time to time in this debate during health care, I've kind of felt that sometimes we as Democrats, we come into night fights carrying library books. That we sometimes become so intellectualized about things, we develop such a fidelity to process that we forget that politics for the other team is what they don't want. They don't want anyone who's not already ahead to get ahead. They don't want anyone who's lacking to get the care they need. They have a frankly much easier job to do because they just have to stop anything from happening. But as a result, what it means is that they have a sense when they come into every single fight that they're going to punch and punch and punch. And this year, we showed them that we can take a punch and give one back as well, and that's why we...
Yeah!
There really was this idea that emerged as this campaign went on for health care, that people would sometimes say, why is it that the two parties can't just get along and work this out? Maybe if we just let the Gang of Six, remember those guys? The Gang of Six. Just maybe they work for a while. Maybe suddenly Senator Enzi will come up with a solution to health care. Or maybe if we just persuaded Olympia Snowe to come on board. Or maybe if we just waited for Joe Lieberman's schizophrenia medication to kick in. That maybe everything would fall into place. But in fact, that we forgot is one of the things about American politics that's so nourishing is we believe things. We're Democrats and progressives because we believe stuff. It's not just because we have an idea that we're willing to take a third of it or a quarter of it and then move along, or, okay, you've got a crummy idea, I'll take that one too. We believe things, and that's why we're passionate about public life and why we're passionate about politics. That's why we're patriotic, because we feel things strongly about how our country should be. And we, from time to time, and I would say this, even the president from time to time forgot that basic element of this conversation, that we're fighting for health care for more Americans because we believe that people should have health care. We believe it because for them, we believe it because it's right for us as taxpayers, we believe it because it's right for us as families that are struggling to pay our bills. We believe these things. And much of the debate was divided in this country because we were right and they were wrong. And we were unwilling to just say, okay, we'll be wrong too. And that wasn't a bad thing about American life. That was a good thing. That was a thing that we should be proud of. I think that if we learned a meta lesson in this healthcare debate, it's that we have to start fighting sooner. That we have to start internalizing the idea that we are a country that's very divided on some big ideological things. And every single moment that we are stroking our beards and gazing at our navel and thinking about the world we'd like to be and singing Kumbaya, that's another day that we're not punching Bill O'Reilly in the nose.
Yeah. There you go.
So we have to take this into our fights. Not that we are going to be the anti-intellectual party. We're going to be the guys coming up with ideas, but realizing that we now have the ground troops to fight to make them a reality, that we're not going to duck a fight, we're going to take it on head on. And you won't see them the way I see them, but sometime in the next several years, there are literally going to be millions of families that are going to have something that most of our families were able to give us, which is health insurance. That's not a trivial thing. We're losing a hospital in Manhattan. We lost 3 in Queens. Maybe now we're going to stop losing health care services in our city and start gaining them. And when that happens, I want to say to you how grateful we are. Thank you very much, and God bless the United States of America.